Welcome to yet another edition of Sincerely V. I am Vanessa Jan, and today I have a dynamic entrepreneur with me. She goes by the name Bello Edu, and she is the owner of Colorbox Cosmetics. My commercial.
That is kind of nice,
It's
actually.
really good. Okay, so Stephanie, finally.
I know.
Finally, how are you?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
I'm good.
Congratulations on another season.
Thank you so much, and I'm glad you're a part of the season because I've wanted you on since last season.
There was no way I was not going to be a part of this season.
I know, and a lot of people need to know who you are because you are an entrepreneur, you are a woman of substance, and you moved back from the UK a couple of years ago.
Yes.
So
yes.
give viewers a little insight about your transition.
Okay. So born and raised in the UK. Had family trips here maybe once every 3-4 years, so it wasn't totally unfamiliar.
Yeah.
But you know, I've always been involved in the makeup industry ever since I was 16. I was selling makeup part-time at department stores and whatever else. It was just a really fun hobby that I earned money from.
Right.
Then I decided to study pharmacology at school, which kind of cut back my time to that.
Right.
Then I decided to take it a step further and go into investment banking.
Wow.
And so that was a really big transition.
Right.
And it kind of then funded my hobby.
Okay.
So I took lessons and stuff like that. But there came a time where I was like, okay, London was getting a bit boring, a bit stale for me.
Right.
I really wanted to start my own business.
Right.
I thought I was young enough, brave enough to do it. So I thought, what better country to start than Ghana?
Right.
So I came back and stayed here for a few months, went back, stayed here for a few months, really did my research, put my investment banking hat on.
Right.
And then I decided, you know what? I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
And that's when Colorbox kind of birthed.
Colorbox Cosmetics. And what exactly is Colorbox Cosmetics for those who may not know?
So it's an affordable luxury cosmetics brand, and we launched with 5 amazing beauty tools that help women to stay flawless.
Right.
So that's our motto: staying flawless and affordable luxury.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
And then we're now going into developing our own products, you know, finishing sprays, face primers, all things that are trending that the Ghanaian woman will really appreciate for this weather.
Yes.
And yes, and then we'll just develop the brand from there. But that's what we're about.
What intrigues you about entrepreneurship? What made you say, you know what, I want to have my own?
Building a legacy, building a lasting legacy, leaving something behind that you have built that, you know, someone can continue to grow for, so that when your name is forgotten, there'll be something there with your print on it. That's, I don't mind the hard work. I like the growth you get as a person from entrepreneurship as well. But yeah, I think the legacy part is really what drives me.
And what would you say has been, besides the legacy, your entrepreneurial motivations? What else keeps you going?
Well, there's a few things in life, and I can't lie, I do like the finer things in life. I need to be able to control what I can buy, when I can buy it, so I can enjoy life, you know. And then on top of that, I like to have the freedom, you know, to not be restrained. And entrepreneurship gives you that freedom once you get to a certain level to be able to maneuver your own life. And so that's what I really think appeals to me.
Colorbox is how old?
9 months.
9 months, still a baby.
Still a baby.
But in the 9 months, what would you say has been your greatest achievement so far?
I am super ambitious, so I wouldn't classify anything as an achievement right now, but what I can say is that I'm so pleased with the reception that the Ghanaian market has taken to Colorbox. particularly the tertiary schools. Now the corporate women are really getting involved, and it's just the receptiveness of the women in terms of new things. What's, you know, what is actually trending, what's actually new that can actually help them improve themselves.
Right.
So yeah, that's, I think, the biggest achievement.
And I was gonna ask you, how easy has it been for women to embrace your products? Because obviously women in general, when new things were like iffy, we question.
Yeah.
How has that been?
We're trying to strike, at Colorbox, we're trying to strike a nice balance of things that are not available or readily available in Ghana.
Right.
But they're still new. So therefore they can be sought after. So maybe the seed has already been planted.
Right.
So for example, one of our products is a beauty blender.
Right.
People would have heard about that, you know, particularly from outside, and maybe they can't really get a really good quality one in Ghana.
Yes.
That's where we fill the gap, and then we kind of close in, and then we educate as well as, you know, YouTube channel and whatever else as well. And that's what we try to do. But so overall, there is a lot of education involved.
Right.
But yeah, I think the women are willing to listen here, so it's good.
So your market is currently the Ghanaian women.
Yes.
But do you plan on broadening your horizon and taking it to, because obviously you grew up in the UK,
yeah.
So taking it back to the international front?
Not really. I feel like that market over there is completely and utterly saturated. So I don't really see what new things can be brought to that market. And if it is, it's so advanced or it's so funky that I don't feel like, you know, I would add any value here over there. But over here and this part of the world, I definitely want to take over West Africa. We're mastering this market first, and then I'm making it my business to go to Nigeria, to Ivory Coast, to all those different countries, and actually study the market and see how they operate. That's definitely on the horizon, definitely within the next 3 to 5 years.
Wow.
And within that time, we would have built a really nice line of products to really branch out as well. But yeah, international market, I don't really, no, not really. If they come, it's an added bonus, but that's not my focus, yeah.
And I know everyone wants to know, what do you enjoy most about what you do?
Makeup has always fascinated me. I feel like every woman should feel and look their best. I absolutely feel like every woman has a right to that. And I feel like if I can help them and teach them to get to that level so they can look and feel confident, not taking away from their natural beauty, but enhancing it. I feel like that's what really excites me the most. I could spend all day looking at colors. I could spend all day, you know, doing everything that a makeup artist would do. But I'm more of the business side of things. So it's, yeah, that's mostly what I love. I actually love makeup.
And, okay, so for the woman on the go, what tips would you give her to maybe maximize her looks? You know, she maybe is a mom rushing out to take her kids to school, and she doesn't have time to do a full face. So there's an occasion for every set of makeup. So for that woman on the go who still really actually wants to try to look her best on a day-to-day, eyebrows, mascara, concealer just to make the face even, and lipstick. That's all?
That is all. That will really change your before and after for an everyday look for a woman. But if you're makeup addicts, maybe like you and myself, you have to wake up a little bit earlier. But the more you practice, the better and the quicker you get.
Yeah, that's true. Because even with, I would say, my eyebrows, I've just recently learned how to arch them and use concealer. And I think it definitely changes a woman's face.
Yeah, definitely. The brows are what frames the woman's face. It can actually change your expression without you even doing anything in your face. You can look aggressive, you can look soft, you can look all these different things. So mastering your perfect eyebrow shape for your face is actually really important for a woman.
Okay. So we're learning so many tricks of the trade from Stephanie of Colorbox Cosmetics. And when we come back, we're going to dig deeper into being an entrepreneur.
Perfect.
So don't forget to follow me on Twitter at Vanessa_Jan. We'll be right back. With crop tops being one of the hottest trends, I believe you'd like to try some on, but are unsure how to go about it. Some people even feel you need a fabric that's kind of stretchy to pull it off. But that's not true, because with Printex, a crop top is as easy as a breeze. If you're petite like me, you can rock this exact look. a crop top with pants, or switch it up with a skirt. But if you're a little bit insecure about your tummy, you can also wear a crop top, but you can make the length a little bit longer. If you are able to pull off this look with Printex fabric, make sure to tweet me at Vanessa_Jan with the hashtag SincerelyPrintex. Thanks once again to Ivy Little for this cute creation. Welcome back to Sincerely V. I am Vanessa Jan, and I've been chatting with Stephanie Edu, the owner of Colorbox Cosmetics. It's all about entrepreneurship, which I think is very important for the younger generation of girls to know that you can own your own business.
Yes.
You can become successful. There may be a roller coaster ride.
Oh, yes.
But it's worth it.
Yeah, it is.
Definitely.
So far. I'm still very much on this roller coaster ride.
Right.
Like, seriously.
Especially since you just moved back.
Yeah.
So there's a whole transition going on.
Massive transition.
Right.
But, you know, based on that comment you just made, one thing I would say to the young ladies is that earn your stripes first. You know, earn your stripes first. Work under someone, learn the actual trade, look at the total business, see where your strengths are, where you need to partner, and then go into business ownership. Because the one thing I've seen here is that all of a sudden they feel like they can do it, and then they just go in and do it, and it's not sustainable.
Right.
So sustainability is very key, particularly in this part of the world.
Yep.
Particularly.
Yep, I agree.
Entrepreneurship is a completely different ball game out here.
I agree.
So that would be my tip.
But how would you say entrepreneurship has affected maybe your friendships, your family life? Has it in a way hindered any of that?
It's actually quite a good question. I need to think about that. On my first thought is no.
Okay.
Because my friends and family know that I'm already a super ambitious person.
Right.
So they're just kind of, okay, just leave her to do her thing. But having the freedom to maybe chill out, you know, maybe when you've actually got to be checking your finances on a Friday night because you've got stuff to do for the weekend, or, you know, you're prioritizing your time and not just being able to just do what you want when you work for someone or under someone. That's maybe affected my social life. Okay. But I absolutely believe it'll be worth it in the end.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And what do you consider success as an entrepreneur?
Freedom to do what you want, when you want, how you want.
You know, I read a quote, well, I always read it. Live like, basically saying that you'll live a certain lifestyle now, but in the future, you're going to look back and be thankful
for making that sacrifices. Yes. And that's what I honestly believe. This is the sacrifice. My transition, even like how I'm living, how I was living, you know, I was earning good money and investment banking in London and everything. Now I'm here. I'm so dedicated to this dream and to entrepreneurship that I am unwilling to spend on myself. I'm unwilling to, you know, everything should be for the business. I want that business to grow as fast as possible, and as sustainable as possible, so that I can actually have the freedom to do as I want to do.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And what hacks have you developed to stay focused and productive day to day?
A prayer always works, and I believe I like a pen and paper, so I actually need to write down, okay, what are you doing today? And then to actually check it off, and to actually have a plan for the week, a plan for the month, a plan for like 3 months, so you know that you're actually working towards your goal. Yeah, that's the only way, because I know I can get caught up in the moment. I know it's very easy for me to spend a week just thinking of makeup products and what do I want to do and stuff like that. So unless I actually can, you know, manage my time and myself, you know, I'll slow myself down.
And looking back, what is one thing you wish you could have done differently?
That is so interesting. What would I have done differently? I don't think I would have actually done anything differently so far, actually, because I feel like it's all a learning curve.
Right.
It's all a learning curve. When I first moved back, because I've been back for like 2 years now or something, that's when the currency situation blew up. You know, from pounds more than doubled.
Right.
So I was stuck. I was here doing my research, but I couldn't start.
Right.
So I was really hoping that, you know, because I couldn't control that, so I can't say I would have started earlier.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's such a tricky question, because it's like I feel like things were out of my control,
Right.
and I just basically handled it as best as I could.
Okay.
But I'm a perfectionist. I don't think I do really anything right. So yeah, it's all a
you
kind of
live and you
learning.
learn.
Yeah, exactly.
And what is your greatest fear as an entrepreneur, the owner of Colorbox Cosmetics?
Making silly mistakes because you're not prepared.
Okay.
So making yourself or being prepared for any situation that scares me. Just having something thrown at you, like a really good opportunity thrown at you,
Right.
and you're not ready for it,
Right.
and therefore it misses, and that could kind of change the course of, you know, what you were trying to do with your company. That
Right.
scares me. So I'm always trying to prepare. And what else would really scare? Yeah, not living up to what you feel like you can become.
Right.
You know, that really scares me as well. And that's another kind of, that could be another motivation point. Like,
Right.
you need to actually, like, I've made too many sacrifices. I need to get to where I'm supposed to go.
I agree.
Yeah, so
I
that
agree.
is, yeah, really.
Stephanie, do you feel like you are good at what you do? Do you, because I know people get into different types of businesses and they still question themselves, but
Yeah.
do you feel you are good at what you do?
See, makeup, because I'm in different areas of the makeup industry, is hard. I don't believe I'm the best makeup artist, but I believe I can do makeup well.
Okay.
I believe I'm very good at picking trends, picking colors,
Right.
knowing what will suit a woman.
Right.
I'm very good at communicating with people. That's what I've been doing my whole life, whether it be in
Right.
sales or whatever else. I'm very good at communicating to a woman what they should be doing, how they should be doing it, why they should be doing it.
Right.
So those are really my strengths.
Okay.
I'm so new to business that I know, like, I'm always trying to learn. Like, if I
Right.
found a business mogul that I could just study, like, on a constant 24 hours, 24 hours in a day.
Like an Oprah Winfrey.
Like, literally. Just actually learning the mindsets and the tricks of the trade, and just, as you said, not making those silly mistakes.
Right.
That, you know, even though I know you need to make your own mistakes, but
Of course.
avoiding the ones that people have made already,
Okay.
that, you know, can hinder you.
Okay.
You know, I feel like, yeah.
And you said 9 months in, what has been your greatest marketing tool? How have you been able to push Color Cosmetics to all these women?
Colorbox is unique in the fact that it tries to bring the product to the people. We don't have a permanent shop. So we work through distributors and our rotational pop-up shops.
Right.
And so everybody kind of loves that theory.
And
You
that's
can
how
come-
I met you.
Yes.
I was at
Yeah.
I was at a mall.
Yes.
And your pop-up shop was there.
Yes,
So
exactly.
very convenient.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So, you know, having the chance to kind of sit down, have someone teach you, have someone like interact with you,
Right.
you know, I feel like people really receive that really well.
Right.
And then they're like, okay, they're familiar, they have the product, they have the name, they already have an association with you. So that's what it kind of builds from there. And that's when the word of mouth recommendations come and
Right.
and all the rest of that. So
Okay. And what have you done crucially to grow your business?
crucially to grow you. Okay, distribution network is very key.
Okay.
So now we're growing the distribution network, making sure that people have easy access to the products.
Okay.
That's a particularly like main focus.
Okay.
Then trying to be what is not what other brands are not doing.
Okay.
So really interactive YouTube videos.
Yes.
You know, really interactive makeup classes, but with a twist. Everything's with a twist.
Right.
And making sure that it's super affordable.
Love it.
You know, because we know in this economy, it's hard out here for everybody.
is.
But it doesn't mean that people should not deserve the best.
Exactly.
So we try and package it differently.
Okay.
And then we bring it to the market.
Okay, so we're gonna take another quick break, and when we come back, Stephanie is going to elaborate more on her advice to young girls who are looking to be entrepreneurs just like her. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at Vanessa_Jan. You're tuned into Sincerely V. I'll be right back. Welcome back to Sincerely V. I'm Vanessa Jan, still here with Stephanie Edu, and we're about to wrap it up. But of course, before we do, we have to give advice to the younger generation of girls.
Yes.
So we're going to start with entrepreneurship. What's your advice for girls who look up to you and one day want to be an entrepreneur?
Study the trades that you want to get into. Make sure you have a passion for it, otherwise the hardships along the way will just knock you down and you'll give up.
Yeah.
Passion is very important. Studies and preparation is very important.
Right.
And making sure that you have a support network.
Okay.
You know, that's very important. Whether it be someone that you can refer to help you with your weaknesses. So if you're not good with the finances, make sure you have a good accountant or you have someone who can really help you with that.
Okay.
If you're a bit shy, like you have great ideas but you're a bit shy, make sure you have someone who's going to help you push the brand on that front.
Okay.
You know, so just make sure you have all your corners covered, because entrepreneurship and business as it is already, you have no idea what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So you might as well give yourself the best chance to set it up. You know, structure yourself well.
And of course, education is key. I always say you have to perfect your craft.
Yes.
And one way is being educated.
Yes.
So elaborate on that.
Yeah. My education, although it hasn't been related directly to cosmetics, has been, I feel like, so integral to my success.
Okay.
It's trained me in terms of perseverance.
Okay.
It's trained me to look and study things that necessarily I'm not that good at. So, for example, I'm not afraid of maths. I feel like I'm quite good with maths. Hence me going into investment banking.
Right.
But there'll be elements of it in terms of accounting that I wasn't familiar with. But I'm not afraid to get familiar with it, so that when I do sit with my accountant, I know what the hell is going on.
Right.
And I know, okay, this doesn't sound right or this sounds right. So you're in control of what's happening.
Okay.
Education provides you with power and knowledge to be in control with what is happening with your business.
And also self-love. Yes, we love makeup, but it's also very important for young girls to love who they are.
Yes.
With or without makeup.
Yes.
Makeup is just the extra oomph in a sense.
Exactly.
So what would you say to young girls about self-love and being comfortable with who they are?
This is why I feel like I'm more in love with makeup rather than, I wouldn't change my skin color for the world.
Right, right.
So when I feel like you're changing something permanent about yourself, like skin bleaching, it's an absolute no.
Okay.
Learn to, as you say, like enhance, your features of what you have.
Right.
Learn when it's appropriate to do so.
Right.
But inevitably, this is your outer shell. Your inner shell is what's most important.
It's true.
Who are you as a person?
Right.
Why do you feel like you're placed on this earth?
Right.
What gifts are you going to impart onto this, in this life that you've been given?
Right.
Once you feel like you have a hold on that, that's going to really push you in terms of what you feel like you're going to do, how you're going to handle things that are thrown at you, how you're going to handle this business.
Yes.
And, it's just the foundation on what your business will be built on, you. So you need to, and regardless, whether it's makeup or care or whatever it is, the foundation is you to build upon.
And where can everyone follow you? Twitter, Instagram, YouTube? Let our viewers know so that they can research more about you and, of course, support your growing brand.
Yeah, I'd love everyone to come check us out. So Facebook is Colorbox, spelled Colorbox, so the US spelling, cosmetics, so Colorbox Cosmetics.
Yeah.
Same, all one word, at Colorbox Cosmetics for Instagram.
Okay.
YouTube, we try to keep it simple, same thing. So, www.youtube.com/Colorbox Cosmetics.
Perfect.
And Twitter, we're getting there with Twitter.
You gotta push Twitter more.
I know. I really do know.
That is so it's interactive on a different level from I feel Instagram.
Yes.
So it'll definitely get you going even
that
more.
and Snapchat. Ooh. See, I'm not like, one of my weaknesses is my social media on the Snapchat and on the Twitter.
Right.
But I'm making it my business to get better.
Yeah.
But Snapchat and Twitter is at ColorboxGH.
Perfect.
We look forward to hearing from you, and stay tuned for more products.
Yay, thank you so much, Stephanie. I'll continue to support you.
Thank you very much.
I'm excited about my goodies that you brought me. I can't wait to start using it. And good luck on everything.
Thank you so much.
Everything. And I know we'll definitely have you back in the seasons to come.
Yes.
Your business
definitely.
Continues to bloom and grow. And so thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for having me.
Welcome. That's a wrap. You are tuned into Sincerely V. I'll be back next Sunday, same time, same place. Thank you so much to Maestro Restaurant, located right here at Airport. Make sure you guys check out Maestro Restaurant. See you guys next week. Mwah!